In the moment, you say you love me, always hitting it right. You know what I think is crazy? I think this happens to like every human. It's always like, like, this is dumb. I shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't say things like that. It's dumb. Or so like all of a sudden your entire self changes based on what you think another person thinks is cool. Like that's what you know, really gets to me. It's like, yeah, I mean, no one's growing horns, whatever. But yeah, there's perverts and there's psychotic people. But everyone's different and everyone is valuable, like except for the perverts and shit like that. But so I mean, why then make it to be where like everyone is one thing, which is like this idea of what cool is. Like that's just an idea. Like how can you even be an idea? And it's like if you ever catch yourself doing that, it's like you're just this that's who you fucking are. You know what I mean? It's so fucked up. It's like everything about you then is this idea of what cool is. It's so fucking crazy. And yeah. And you know what else is really funny? Like say I'm around like dope motherfuckers, right? And they're like, "Oh, like what if you spend like 5 seconds complaining?" It's like I just really put into perspective like what my complaint would be. It's fucking like when you put it into that type of perspective, like once you get out of like being as retarded as a psychopath, it's like this is my complaint. Like if I had to make one, like this is like my honest complaint. It's like people are trying to have like mental sex with me in the Whole Foods like back room. Like I don't know if that is like says anything for like who I am. You know what I'm saying? But it's like imagine if you're in like a room with 10 people and like what if each of them just like said their complaint and it's like, "Oh, that is like so you." And it's like that is like mine like like compared to the other 9 people in the room, like I'm sure no one else has that like complaint. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of fucking weird. Like, and the fact is that these people actually want me to feel like that should be my complaint. And it's like, well, it actually is. Like, there's actually, that's like, I could complain about other stuff. Like, I need to start a food business and I don't have any retirement savings. Like, that's the type of shit that's real. Those are real, like, that's actually real, you know? Like, complaining about something that some retard is trying to do to me, like I need to be complaining about, I don't have any retirement savings. Like I need to start my business. Like I actually need to have like an adult mind even so, like, I guess the complaint would just be like, being around this type of behavior, these types of scenarios, it's really hard to be like have this like mature intelligence, like this mature outlook on life, because it just is. And it's kind of like, you know, it makes me look bad. And it's like, I don't really want to be like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's other things about like that doesn't change who I am or anything like that. And it's like, well, I need to be doing stuff with my life to like make progress. Like, I guess that's the point. Like, I'm trying to make progress, and that's what my focus should be on. And yeah, and it's like I've had a rough couple years, and I'm happy. Like, I just bought this like mattress topper that's gonna hopefully help me sleep better, but that's like a little thing. But I mean, I'm working out again and stuff, but like, you know, I don't see what I just ate that I was allergic to. I just ate something and I'm breaking out in bumps. It's just like, to me, that's just not really a complaint, like, it's just get a grasp on yourself type thing, you know what I mean? Like, grasp this life might not be what it used to be, but like you still are literally the same. Like, like the only thing that's real, like nothing about this life is as what it was. So it almost seems like it's a figment of my imagination. Like 0 to 20 was a figment of my imagination. And it's like it really wasn't though. Like I remember like, day by day by day, those 20 years, like there was nothing figmented. There is no imagination involved. Like that stuff actually happened. So the fact that this stuff is actually happening and is really true. And like I think the only scary part is like the fact that some stuff that's going on is so fucking psycho that it actually like takes you out of the real world where there are consequences and there are responsibilities and there's like like I am actually a real person. Like this is like tomorrow's happening. Like it's like that type of thing. Like tomorrow is real. It's not yet tomorrow. Like I have a tomorrow that means something different than today. You know what I mean? Like being around some of these people, you just kind of like forget about it. And it's that can be really, really like dreamlike, like really weird. Almost like like I'm watching another person's dream or something. It's like I'm not even in the dream. Like not only am I not real, I'm not in the dream. It's just their dream. And that's like some motherfucking like psychedelic shit. It's just like I maybe some of it has to do with the fact that I'm like not listening to music and talking when I'm around these people, because like I'm like picking up on people's like state of existence so well. Like I should just take responsibility or accountability for what I'm talking about right now and say, well, why is this like, you know, is it ever better and stuff? And it's like, yeah, I guess when I'm making sure like all my energy is just like so focused on me. And like I think a lot of times people might want to make fun of me. Like I'm just looking in the mirror talking to myself, and it's like I don't know, like my journey and my gifts and my blessings that God has given me, one of them happens to be like obviously picking up on how other people are. And it's almost like this traits of success. Like if I really pay attention to it, like I think I'm interacting with a lot of unsuccessful people, and and that's actually like a state of existence. Like that actually means there's like qualities. I'm like picking up on these qualities as this like spiritual being, and it's kind of fucking with me. And what I was telling myself a few days ago, I was telling myself like I'm just trying to grow spiritually and mentally and all every aspect right now. I'm trying to grow, and it's not like there's a fucking handbook about how to do that. God, God, I guess just says grow in God. That doesn't really help me any. So one of the things that like I was trying to do then was like, well, maybe I just need to be more like part of the world in a sense, not condone the world, not say, "Oh, you're smoking crack, I'm going to smoke crack," or "Oh, I understand child molestation," like nothing like that, but like be in the present moment without trying to run from shit even if it's fucked up. But think about it. Like your survival skills tell you to run from shit when it's fucked up. Why would I have a switch flip the other way saying keep encountering what's fucked up, don't run from it. You know what I mean? And I kind of like I think this feels like self-love right now. It's like, you know, not everyone likes kids, for instance. Most people don't even like themselves. Like I have to know my value as a human at the very least to God. You know what I mean? And part of that is like this is a temporary life for me. You know what I mean? Like it's very, very, very precious then. It's very, very, very like fragile almost. Like this is very temporary and I'm a very real thing. And like for me to have this attitude or this idea of approaching all things like I'm not going to run away from it. I mean, like I can understand that if this life was eternity. Like I could understand if this life were eternity, it's like, yeah, like eventually you're going to have to go outside and like learn skills or something like that. You like that's kind of like my point, like now is not the time to, you know, pick up on other people and let them pick up on me. Like this is kind of, like the Bible says, like Satan's an animal. Satan's demons are animals. Now's not the time to go and let your enemy smell your scent and you smell its scent and see what happens. And I don't think it's anything to be scared of, but it's like I've been trying this out because like I keep getting in my mind that like I want to grow and I don't know how to grow and I don't know how to be better, so I'm just trying everything. But, like one of these things that I'm doing, what I'm kind of realizing is like I'm actually like intuiting a lot of like unsuccessful shit. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to be that attentive to something, be attentive to millionaires and how they do things. Be attentive to a fucking Buddhist or be attentive to all these super successful fucking things. Like if ever you're going to stop and pay attention to something or be present in the moment, make it be when you're learning something. Like something actually that's going to be value in me. And I think the point is that what I'm realizing is what I've been doing isn't valuing me. So why would I continue to do it if it's not valuing me? It's not bringing me any value. I don't think I'm growing from it. I kind of feel like I'm like I don't even know. Like if when you're putting it into the perspective that God did, God saying that like this land is literally for Satan to fucking destroy you. And I'm going out here completely like, I'm not doing it to like case my enemy. You know what I'm saying? I actually know I'm going into places where my enemies are, and I'm saying I it's okay to pick up on my sin. And I might not even pick up on yours. I'm picking up on how unsuccessful you guys are, but that's not valuing me any. And if they're picking up on my scent, like that's probably not very good either. And like think about it this way, it's like my scent, my energy, whatever you want to call it, like if I'm constantly say looking in the mirror at myself or whatever it is around my enemy, like I'm not really letting my guard down. It's like I'm letting my guard down. That's kind of what it feels like. It's just crazy. It's like these people, the devil wants your attention. If you know you're going into situations where your enemy is there, don't give it your attention. Do as little as you can to give your enemy attention because it wants to destroy you. And that's scary. I'm looking at my fucking face right now in this fucking dark, and I'm imagining if like this red tooth fucking lion comes up right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fucking real. But I'll be more honest. So like one of the ways I've been trying to grow, like I had a word in my mind. Like I want to be like more calm. Not necessarily content, whatever, whatever, but I've been noticing that, I'm a calm person, and a lot of like a lot of earth's like material things like turn me into like something I'm not. Like I'm not calm after constantly being on Instagram, constantly looking at Chris Brown shit, constantly listening to music and stuff. Like I'm not really like tuning into myself. It's almost like there's like a dial, and like when I'm constantly engaged in this outer world, I'm literally like by tuning into this outer world, I've automatically disconnected with myself. And so I kind of started realizing this very subtly, like I haven't been in tune with myself. And I started realizing this has been decades and decades of stuff. Like I'm just not in tune with myself. Like I don't I don't even know who I am. Like I haven't been able to feel comfortable with myself. And it's like I fucking love myself. Like even talking like this is distracting me from myself. And so I was like, okay, I want to be more calm. That's how I guess I described it. Like, because when I'm calm and, you know, I'm not constantly thinking, maybe I've been around people that have a lot of OCD or obsessive qualities and shit, and I'll pick up on it and I'll take that motherfucking, like, what'd you learn at school today? It's like, here's a list, here's this list of all these unsuccessful qualities that I'm now possessing. Here, it's right here, and I'm actually possessing it. Like, I can actually see myself being like that. It's fucking weird. And that's the truth. Like, I'll actually end up being like them. Here's a complaint. I ate a sweet potato, I ate beef, and then I'm trying this new thing. It's millet and buckwheat. And like I ate it for the first time a few hours ago and it gave me like so much like burps. So I thought maybe I need to recook it. Well, I just ate it again and literally I've got bumps all over me. And I'm not even gonna go into anything else. But I've just been trying to like grow and stuff and I just thought that, the most difficult situations that I'm encountering today are stupid, one, but by being in tune with them, maybe I'll be able to be more in tune with myself. And, I don't, I don't know if God would say this, but like, if you ain't got to go there, don't go there. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have to take a pain pill, don't take a pain pill. Like, I guess maybe it's one of those things like, grow, you might be able to grow in that way. There might be room to grow in the area you're talking about, but let it be after you've died. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of putting, unnecessary risk on yourself, like because these people are actually demons. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm saying to myself, I want to like, be nicer to kids and I'm a babysitter and these are the things I'm going to do. It's like, okay, well, that's kind of stupid, but go for it. It's like the people that I'm talking about that I'm around that I'm trying to be more in tune with myself, it's like they're demons. Like it just seems very complicated. Like it actually does. It sounds very complicated. And it's like, you know, learn, this isn't even a skill really that God's judging you on. You know what I'm saying? Like, have this skill when you're not on this earth. Like, of all the skills to have, like, thinking that this is like a baseball game is like not really great for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of how it is. Like, I've been thinking it's kind of like a T-ball game. Like, here I go to the T-ball game again, and it's like, this is not T-ball. Like, these people are actually trying to get you to kill yourself. You know what I mean? Like, they're actually putting spells on you. Like, I have a huge piece of evidence right now that it's like, I was going to Walmart and doing deliveries, and I really wasn't even thinking anything about it. I don't know if this is connected, but at least one time this past week where I went around this this particular Walmart employee, I felt like I had done drugs. And it's always the worst kind of drugs too. But it's like he fucking did witchcraft on me. And they were doing witchcraft at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's hard going into 100 situations every single day where this witchcraft is going on and constantly being ready to be like, ah, you know what I mean? Like it just is like I don't even think if I use fucking methamphetamine I'd be able to do it. Like it's just draining. It's very draining and stuff like that. Like and then like this week, like the weirdest fucking shit was happening. Like stuff that was almost like somebody's been possessing me when I'm in this house alone. Like I would talk about like spilling scalding water, and then I would like spill it on myself. Like it's just been crazy, and yeah, I'm like so over talking. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm talking to myself, and that's just like not really being in tune with yourself either. I just like want to be grateful. I do feel like I am grateful. Like I want to actually be in this state of like appreciating myself and what I can do for myself and like trying to grow in the ways that I want to, that I yearn for. And you know, nothing good's gonna come from being in the present moment, like being so aware and having nothing in my hands around demons. Like I should be having knives in my hands around demons, not having like open palms, being like, "What do I sense? What do I sense?" It's like these people are fucking killers. It's still fucking wet. I mean, this mattress topper, and two, like another thing is like, you know, it's energizing. If I'm gonna talk about anything, it's like talk about your interests. Because like if you're talking about something that you're not interested in, for me, like I'm drained. I'm not expressing my personality. I'm not expressing my creativity. Like that's the only thing I ever want to talk about or express. But like this mattress feels like heaven. I've fucked around with foam mattress toppers, and I really ain't never fucked around too much with just like the regular cotton or whatever it is. It was $125, which I just say it's $100, but I mean the difference that it makes is like that's why it's just like I don't even know how to describe it. Like life changing almost. You know, it's like I almost feel like a fucking queen. Like I'm not even lying to you. Like in that kind of a sense. Like it's just it's like so relieving. I've definitely got to get an espresso machine for my life.